who comes from Fife, riding the Scarlet 600cc four-cylinder, four-cylinder. You can see what I meant now when I told you that the handlebars were absolutely standard. Very, very pretty bikes. And number 69 from Huddersfield, 21-year-old Jamie Whitam, super stock ace, and there's Phil Mellor, the winner of the TT. 4 times pretty, very much the man to watch in this. Roger Hurst, just out of picture there on the Kawasaki, 5th in the championship. There he is, Roger. And it's nice to see in road racing. You can see the heat haze now. So, all ready now for this 14-lap race around this 1.2-mile circuit, and I prophesy that it is going to be all action. We'll soon see. Away they go. And straight into the lead goes Jamie Whitam. Now one of the right-hander at George's curve, feeling him over. This is it's bags of action there. Somebody's hit one of the cones. Off he goes onto the grass. And it's Phil Mellor in the lead. Phil Mellor, the man with the camera on the bike. Behind him in second place is Jamie Whitam. Mellor on a Suzuki, Whitam 2 on a Suzuki, and there's one of the Kawasaki riders. It's Roger Hurst coming up fast. You can tell him by the green helmet and the green paintwork of his bike. Roger Hurst is leading then. It's Kawasaki leading, well up the Hondas. Behind them is the Suzuki. Phil Mellor has dropped back as they go into the left-hander at John's corner. Now into the right-hander at Clark's corner, second gear, about 70 miles an hour, up into third, up into fourth, across the line. It's Hurst in first position. Behind him is the man who's leading the championship, number 43. That's Brian Morrison. And number 229, Rodney Knapp, is third position as you look at them now. Has just come to Britain from New Zealand, won the production series in New Zealand last year. There he is. Racing in Britain is new to him, but my goodness, he's certainly riding absolutely superbly. So, the first 3 are breaking away on the second lap in this 15-lap race. It's Roger Hurst leading on the Kawasaki. In second position, the championship leader, Brian Morrison, on the Honda. Then it is Rodney Knapp on his Honda. Now down into the left-hander at John's corner again. If you're wondering what's happened to Phil Mellor and the pictures we were going to show you, I'm afraid it is the old story of a jinx on the machine that the camera is fitted to, because Phil Mellor has disappeared into the boonies somewhere, and as far as we know, he is perfectly all right. But look at the way Hurst is going for it. Roger Hurst, 5th in the championship, but after 2 laps, it's Hurst leading, Morrison second, number 43, that is. Brian Morrison on the Honda, and Rodney Knapp. Now, Knapp is coming up to try to take Morrison as they go into the right-hander, Martin's hairpin at the end of the long straight. Hurst tucking right in, slipstreaming, the others behind him. Morrison is slipstreaming Hurst and coming out of the slipstream now to go through into the left-hander at John's corner. Knapp seems to me to be just biding his time, because there is quite a gap now between the first 3 in this British Senior Stock Road Race Championship Round 3 final. The 15 rounds, and now Morrison takes the lead. Now watch how closely they get their knees to the ground. Underneath those one-piece leathers, they have back protectors, they have knee protectors, they have elbow and shoulder protectors. The crash helmets, of course. And on the outsides of the leathers, most of them have a special padding. You can see it there as Morrison goes round the right-hander, which enables them literally to drag their knee along the ground. So far do they heel the bikes over. And we're now on lap 4 in this 15-lap race. And Knapp goes through into second place. Rodney Knapp from New Zealand on the 600cc Honda takes Roger Hurst, number 19. Now, can Knapp do anything about number 43, Morrison? It's Honda leading. There's Knapp's Honda in second place. Then the Kawasaki of Roger Hurst in third position. Piling up behind them in fourth position now, it's James Whitam, who you remember led at the beginning of the race. In fifth position, it's Ray Swann on the second of the Kawasaki's. And in sixth place, going through now, well up, is Chris Brennick. But it looks like Morrison's race at the moment. We're coming up on the 1/3 distance lap. There goes Morrison, Knapp, and Roger Hurst. You notice they don't get flat on the tank. There isn't very much time to do that here at Carnaby. Plenty of grip from the circuit. They are on production tyres. So completing 5 laps and 1/3 distance, Brian Morrison on the Honda has now got a lead over Rodney Knapp, also on the Honda, of 1.34 seconds. There's Knapp. And there is racing of this type, of course, in New Zealand. Carnaby is in essence well, it's not in essence, it is in fact an aerodrome circuit. You can tell from the width of the road that they're coming along now, and the doubling of it as they go into the right-hander at Martin's hairpin, what the normal use of Carnaby is. Got a light industrial estate just to the left of the ride as you look at them now. And completing now his 6th lap, Brian Morrison is on his way to piling up another 15 points in the championship. And that is to add to the 30 points that he has already, having won both the previous round. So, Morrison the leader. And this 4-stroke Honda that you're looking at now, 4-stroke 4-cylinder Honda, produces about 90 brake horsepower, 90. And bearing in mind that it's a standard production machine, you will probably be amazed to hear that it will do about 140 miles an hour, and you can buy one for about £3,500. So, Morrison leading on lap 7. And that is the unfortunate Phil Mellor's bike. There is the even more unfortunate Phil Mellor, looking a little shamefaced. He's a very, very hard and determined rider, and he just overdid it a bit at the S's on that lap when he came on. What a pity, but maybe we'll get the pictures from his bike later on. Although he's not in this race, we won't. So, there across the line goes Knapp. Morrison looks as though he's got it made. Knapp second, Rodney Hurst, but the battle now is for 4th place. And it's James Whitam who has got it at the present moment as Roger Hurst goes through. There's Hurst in 3rd position. Now, there's the first 3 going away down the runway, or rather 2nd and 3rd. Rodney Knapp on the Honda, chased by Hurst on the Kawasaki. Ahead of them, Brian Morrison. And they're getting pretty strung out on this, the 8th lap in this 14-lap race. Morrison is off. Brian Morrison has joined Phil Mellor in retiring from this round of the Senior Stock Championship of 1988, and that means to say now that Rodney Knapp, the New Zealander, fresh to the UK, is leading here at Carnaby. There's Brian Morrison explaining what happened, and somebody carrying part of the fairing of his bike back. Well, he started this race in the lead of the championship with a maximum of 30 points. Looked to me as though he was well on his way to another 15, but it was not to be. It looks as though it's going to be Rodney Knapp's race now, but can Hurst in the green helmet do anything about the New Zealanders' lead in front of him? So now race order. Knapp that you are looking at, Hurst there in 2nd place. Up into 3rd position has come Ray Swann on a Kawasaki, so it's Kawasaki's 2nd and 3rd. In 4th position now is Jamie Whitam on the Suzuki. And in 5th place is Jim Moody on another Honda. And in 6th position, Michael Seward from York on a Honda. Over the line goes Knapp, leading, and you can see the distance as coming towards us there, over the line, in the green helmet. That's the man who is in 3rd position. Ray Swann. There he is. Ray Swann on the Kawasaki. They call him the green meanie for fairly obvious reasons. That very distinctive lime green colour is the colour that we associated for so long with that great TT rider. There's Morrison. As you can see, he's